Sri Ganganpati Namah. I pray Almighty God Ganesha, the Day Lord, Ancestor Lords, Gurus, teachers, and motivators. Welcome you to the Voluminous 2 and its presentation on Numerology, which speaks about the numbers. Numbers play an important role in our life. We take birth in the lap of numbers and we play with the numbers, we grow with the numbers. Numbers follow us and we follow the numbers. So it is important to know the numbers so that numbers give us positive energy and its positive impact may pave the smooth path of the life. Let us understand the numbers. In order to make the people understand the numbers, this presentation has been brought, and the presentation is in two parts. First part is about numerology, basic learning of the numerology so that it is to the maximum people. And second part is days auspiciousness. Numbers, what the numbers speak about the days auspiciousness for the people born on different dates in any month. So let us proceed to the presentation. And before proceeding there, just an introductory part. The contents of the presentations have been taken from various books and journals which I have gone through. Images and sounds have been taken from Google. And this presentation is to you. At an example chart, for creation of an example chart, for the purpose of making the people learn, and without protection and profit, as a motto, birth details have been taken from Google. Whose birthday falls today? This relates to some celebrity. This usually pick up from Google itself. And this presentation is reaching to you through YouTube. So if you're watching for the first time, please subscribe the channel too, so that you can get the and press the notification icon so that you can get the notifications of all our posts and be benefited from it in future. So let us proceed to the presentation. First part of the presentation. In numerology, number 1 to 9 are important, in that 2 in single digit. So whenever any number consisting of 2 or more digits appear before us, we are required to add them together and convert them into single digits. This is the rule 1 of the basic rule of the numerology. Zeros are not taken into consideration. Only number 1 to 9 are taken into consideration for calculation purposes. And the number 5, because its position, middle position between 1 to 9, it becomes gains strength and characteristics of impulsivity. So number 1 to 9 are ruled by some planets. 1 is ruled by Sun, 2 by Moon, 3 by Jupiter, 4 by Rahu, 5 by Mercury, 6 by Venus, 7 by Ketu, 8 by Saturn, 9 by Mars. And each planet have their own characteristics, their own elements, their own energies. So if any in the birth data, if any number is missing, this clearly indicates that we are missing the element, quality, element, or energy of that planet. And if any number is in excess form, so repeated more than twice, then the element of that energy is in excess form, energy of that planet is in excess form, element of that planet is in excess form, which may create imbalances. So non-ability of the number, and ability of the number repeatedly, both the instances imbalance the numbers. And these numbers are uniquely called as per their role in the kingdom of numbers. One is known as king or government or for workers, boss. Two is known as queen, partner or diplomat. Three is known as king's advisor or counselor. Four is known as homebreaker, highly diplomatic person. A liar also. Mercury is known as prince or Kumar. Five is known as prince or Kumar. Six is known as minister or support giver. Seven is known as a spiritual guru and intuitive persons. That is the person who gets advance intimation from the universe about incident going to happen in future. Eight is known as total people of the society, servant, worker, citizen. And nine is known as army, police, doctor, or blood. So these are the qualities. Now, when we take the birth, God gives us with numbers, and these numbers consist of birth date. These these numbers are known as birth dates, and these consist of date, month, and year. Date and month may or may not be. The date of or month may be single or double digit, and year the year has to be in 40. So, as per rule, whenever any number is in double digit, we have to convert them into single digit. So, few numbers are deduced from it. That is, from birth date, we deduce the prime number or driver, and from date, month, and year, we get life number of conductor. An entire numerology revolves around this driver and conductor. So driver, suppose for this native, 12 is the date. So 12 becomes 3. So 3 is the driver. And entire number when it is added together, first date gives 3, month gives 2, becomes 5. And year 2 gives 5. So it becomes 1 finally. So driver and conductor, for this native driver is 3, conductor is 1. And driver and conductor are important, play important role in running the life. So if driver and conductor are enemy to each other, then the problem arises, or even passengers of the bus are enemy, then also the problem arises. So let us understand first nomenclature. Driver is the inner personality, and conductor is the life. It is known as life number also. So driver is a reflection of our inner driver, that is personality, and fires us up and we get good. So personality and inner characteristics, these are the source that that gives energy so that we do some work. And conductor number shows the path, role, or purpose of the life that we are meant to fulfill. This is motivational and brand narrative. Angel number balances us with optimal energies for the achievement. And if you see, whenever in the birth chart or during calculation 11, 22, or 33 appears, this indicates master number which has relevance with the previous life. Similarly, 13, 14, 16, 19, if it appears in the birth chart or during the calculations, it is known as karmic depth number. So driver was, as discussed earlier, driver for the native is 3, and we have converted all the date birth and birth date particulars. So the first date is given 3, the month is given 2, and 5 is we get for year. And finally, when all the numbers are added together, we get 10, and 10 resultant effect of 10 is 1. Now, what are the master numbers? Master number belongs to highly evolved souls. Person has learned the easy lessons in the past life and now have some more challenging lessons to learn. There is always a degree of nervous tension with the master numbers, which make it difficult to these people to achieve their aim and target. And 13, 14, 16, 19 numbers are the karmic depth number. These represent relations or challenges from past lives that must be addressed in the current lifetime to achieve spiritual growth and balances. If one is born on 13, 14, 16, or 19th of any month, or if these numbers appear anywhere in the numerology chart during calculations, it is believed to be carrying karmic debt from the previous incarnations. Let us understand all the numbers. 13 is often associated with laziness or misuse of power in the past life, requiring a lessons in hard work and responsibility. 14 is connected to the indulgence and a lack of self-control, leading to a need for discipline and moderation and responsibility. 16 signifies the consequences of pride, arrogance, or destructive nature, requiring humility and a focus on others. 19 relates to selfishness or a desire for absolute power, requiring the development of empathy and cooperation. And question arises how to address the karmic debt. So all these people, or even in general, people carry the legacy of the past life. The first and foremost task is to overcome those legacies. And this is the biggest challenge. Because legacy will not allow to change. And we have to confront the challenge. Practice good karma, like honesty, discipline, dedication, etc. Embrace spiritual practices and seek guidance of the gurus, teachers, motivators. Spiritual practices can be done in the form of meditation, etc. So these are the karmic debt numbers. Now we see angel number for the native is 6, because angel number is calculated from the year. For the male, the year number, that is 5 in the case of native, is subtracted from 11 for the male and added to 4 for the female. And date and month added together, this gives our outward personality. This is known as attitude or achievement number. This gives our outward personality. This indicates outward personality. And 5 is the number. So this is meaning the 5 is the native is playful, adventurous, and fun-loving. So all these numbers are static in nature. These can't change. And driver and conductor in practical life, for running the bus smoothly, driver and conductor must not be inimical to each other. Similarly, if driver and conductor are enemy to each other, or not enemy to each other, then we have to arrange some middle man who can play the role of mediator between driver and conductor and is fate of both the numbers. Simultaneously, suppose the driver and conductor are friends, not inimical, but the passengers are inimical to the driver or conductor. Then again, the bus does not run smooth. So in practical life also, the number driver and conductor, number which is given by the God, must be friends and if are, must not be enemy. And if they are not enemy, if they are enemy, then we have to arrange for some number to dynamic mode. I mean, dynamic static numbers are those which are created by God, and dynamic numbers are those which are created by us. Similarly, the numbers created by us in our life must not be the enemy to the driver and conductor. Otherwise, there may be some numbers becoming the numbers are imbalanced, and this create problems. Now, question arises where from we should arrange the numbers which gives maximum energy to the planet, to the native. Or we can say play maximum role to the driver and conductor because driver and conductor always work non-stop. So if we arrange suppose mobile number, this is not one more than one mobile can be kept, more than one vehicle can be kept. So these are gives us energy when these are used. Any dynamic numbers which we create, these are give us energy only when these are used. Then find out which number can give the maximum energy level, and that is none but name. You are surprised because name is used throughout the life, and name is given by the second God or the first God on the earth. That is parents, forefathers, rather than grandparents, not forefathers, rather grandparents. So this name number is important. You will be surprised that name contains alphabets, how it can be numbered. Yes, each alphabets carry the numerical values and name alphabets used in the name are replaced with their numerical values. In the name, first letter is itself very, very important. That gives maximum energy because when somebody calls us, when we are in group, even first by letter, calling the first letter, our conscience goes there, we set ourselves in responsive mode. And thereafter, in some cases, even name has not been completed in pronouncing. Even first letter is pronounced and part of the name is pronounced. We use to respond. This is the energy level of the name. So first letter also of the name must not be the enemy to the driver or conductor. Here you can note it down that the driver is 3, conductor is 1, native is angel number is 6, name number is also going to 6, and first letter of our number is 1. And 5 is the and 5 is the attitude number. Now you will like to learn the which are the enemy number. Yes. And for your information, this birth date 12th January 1940, which we have taken an example, this relates to Amjad Khan, filmy actor. Now we will draw the loso plate from which we can know the numbers missing and numbers repeating and what are the impacts of these numbers. So these are this is the loso plate consisting of 9 boxes in which all the numbers are ranging between 1 to 9 have been placed. And these numbers are analyzed whether these numbers are repeated or not or missing. So simply, one plain box is calculated and drawn, and there we will try to place the numbers which are used here in the birth date and which are deduced from it. So let us calculate it. You go on placing the numbers, draw a blank box, put the numbers along with us. So first we will take 12. So in 12, 1, 2 is there. So in this box, 1 I will be written here. Again, 2 will be written. Thereafter, month, this is also a master number. So 1 will be written here. And again, 1 will be written. So one came twice. Now from the year, 1 is again here. So 1 becomes 4 times. Thereafter, 9 and 4. 3 is the birth date. And 1 is the conductor number. So 1 appeared 5 times. 6 is the angel number, and this will not be taken into account. First letter number. Name number will be taken, so 6 is twice. Now, the city where the native is working, this Mumbai gives 9. So we may use, and mobile number, etc. It is not known, so this has not been placed, just since this birth date is just for calculation purpose and for knowledge purpose. Now, if you see, these numbers are missing. 8, 5, and 7. These numbers are missing for the native. Now, what are the impacts of these missing numbers? So first we will see the result. 6 appeared twice. 7 we have taken from where? 7 is not appearing anywhere. Probably 7 gives him the place of birth. Yes, place of birth is giving 7. So this so this so here 7 will be we have taken from the place of the birth. Now what are the impacts of these numbers? So this plane is C492. This plane consists of 492. This is known as intellectual plane. This is emotional plane. This is practical plane 816. We will learn here itself. Now, we will see the impact of the missing numbers. So northeast corner and center of the native may contain vastu dosh from the hence. From the missing number, we can deduce the areas, corners, as per vastu, which is may contain vastu dosh. And impact of the missing numbers may be knowledge related, work and energy related, because northeast gives and knowledge, work and energy. Broadly speaking, this northeast gives knowledge, motivation, intuition, organize, stability, study, hard work, and center gives balance, stability, fortune, mental health, and freedom. So these may be lacking for the native. And remedial measure for the both center as well as northeast is earth metal to be used. So this can give the good result. Now, we will see the planes. The intellectual plane consists of 492. This is 100% for the native. Emotional plane is 66%. this consists of 357 because two boxes are filled in. One box consisting of 5 is empty. So practical plane again 816 is there, and one sixth box is filled in. Two boxes are filled in. So 66% result. Practical plane native is practically 66%. And thought plane, that is also 66%. Willpower plane 66%, and action plane 66%. Golden Raj Yoga is not found because 5 is missing, and Silver Raj Yoga is also not found because 8, 5 both. So in this way, by arranging these numbers, yogas can be formed. Now we will see the enemy numbers. For 1, enemy number is 8, for 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, for 3, 6, for 4, 8, 9, 4, 2, for 6, 3, 9, for 7, 7, 9, 3, for 8, 1, 2, 9, 4, 8, for 9, 6, 4, 2, 8, 9. And if you see the name number is given 6. And for the native whose prime number is 3, 6 becomes the enemical number. So this may not suit the native. This may make the native struggle. An obstacle, or filled with obstacles also. Again, number 1. Name's first letter is positive because 1 is not enemy to the 3 or 1 itself. Now, if we see the numbers, few numbers are enemy to their own numbers, like 4, 7, 8, 9. If we see, 4 is enemy to the 4 itself, 6 is the enemy of the 7 is the enemy of the 7 itself, 8 is the enemy of the 8 itself, and 9 is the enemy of the 9. So one has to be cautious and while using these numbers. One more table has been placed before you, that is the enemy alpha numbers, which are enemy to these numerical numbers, that is prime number or driver or conductor. So for suppose, for number 1, 8 is the enemy and its alphabets are F and P. So number 1 people, their name must not start with F. For number 2 people, the name must not start with DMT, PWF, because these are the enemy number numbers. In this way, the analysis can be done, and we do the analysis. Now, missing number for the native are 5 and 7. And now personal year calculations. If we see the personal year, this is calculated by replacing the year from original birth date, and this is replaced with current year. So in this case, year 1940 is replaced with 25. Then all the numbers are added together. Then we get 5, which is a balanced number. So this number is beneficial for the native, whereas where driver and conductor both, they are not enemical. Similarly, running age is also given 5. So this makes the native successful year, of, which starts from today. So wishing them the native best. And now, what are the impacts of these numbers? This can also be studied through numbers. And native, this 7 was brought, which we were discussing earlier, from where 7 has been brought. So Hyderabad gives, the native was born in Hyderabad. So Hyderabad gives him 25, which results in 7. And the 7 number was brought in from the place of birth. Similarly, 9 number can be repeated because native was working in 9 for Mumbai, which gives 9. So these all matters. Now the native is running the dasa of Mars Ketu. So up to 8th April 2026, this answers I will run. So Mars 9 on the is not a good number for, if you see, for name number 6. For 3 number 9 is good, and 9 is also good for 1 number. So both are friendly terms. So this can be a good year for the native. Put this. Now time has come for what the numbers speak for the day, about the auspiciousness of the day for the people born on different dates of any month. So 3 is the driver, 5 is the conductor for today. And if we see 5 number, we discussed earlier also in numerology, that 5 numbers is positioned just in the middle of the numbers ranging between 1 to 9. So 5 number is not the enemy number of anyone, rather it balances the number. So that for all the people who are born on different dates of any month, the day will be auspicious because 5 number gives positive energies to all the numbers. So this is very, very useful. The day is going to will prove as useful one. So they should enjoy the day to day and do all the works which all the positive which needs positive result. Day-to-day activities should be also energetic because 5 is the source of the energy too. Similarly, this number is also an energy of communication. So communication should be very positive. With this, the presentation comes to an end. Thank you for watching it. If you're watching for the first time, please subscribe the channel and press the notification icon so that you can get the notification of all our posts in future and you can get benefited. So thanking you, wishing all the best. Tomorrow I'll be coming with next presentation, new presentation. Until then, take care. Have a good day.